First payment will drop in 13 days.
Is it going there? I
Check,
put it
check.
live.
And
Mic check, mic check, check, mic
No, I
check.
put it live, so we should be live.
Mic check, check, mic check.
And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and share it.
Sam.
Hang on, give me a second. I gotta do some vocal warm-ups.
We already should have been doing that already.
What are vocal warm-ups?
Have you not seen that Game Grumps bit? It's like
I know the Game Grumps.
Vocal
it's
warm-ups.
just like
It's too early to get dirty, but I get vocal warm-ups from my girlfriend.
butt fart.
Well, I don't do
fart.
that. You don't want me to do
Blood
that.
fart.
Stupid.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so share.
All right, we good?
And if anybody's listening right now, they're going, "What the hell are they doing?"
Not yet.
Welcome to this live cast that apparently is going to start out as a fucking shit show. Yep, there you go.
Hey, wait a
YouTube.
minute. We're not even in a minute, and we're swearing. Nobody's listening.
Oh, it's a live. They'll just
I know.
they'll just take care of
They're
it.
like,
Yeah.
beep.
So what happened was we edited your video for you. You're welcome.
Sweet. I turned my phone off.
We
so I wouldn't
removed
get
this part of the
Oh,
video to make
God.
sure that it's age restricted and you can still receive the proper income.
It's like, what? My
you
kids
really,
can hear
you,
this.
You got rid of like the entire thing.
Were you going?
Family friendly.
We're good. So, yep, I'm sharing the link.
All right. We're already going. You don't need to count us in. We're
Well, he's
already
not recording.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
recording here, so 5, 4, 3.
All right, guys, we're here to give you our predictions for this long-ass week of wrestling. It's been a long week for everyone because every day's had it. And
The volume control is right there if
and
you don't want to listen to him.
you hear Leroy is there. Jesse's
course
over there
I'm
doing
here.
a few things. Also, my lovely bride-to-be is here as well. Allison is here to give her predictions on a couple of the shows.
I'm only
'Cause-
here so I don't get fined.
Well,
you're definitely not
Well,
getting
Well,
fined.
you're definitely not getting fined because Jesse hasn't imposed any rules since we started.
Not yet.
Anyway, so we have
And
three shows.
I ain't paying no fines.
There you go. We have 3 shows this weekend after a long week of wrestling. Obviously, our actual podcast will be giving the results of the week, but this is us
Correct.
getting on to the week before we get to there. Because
Correct.
technically there are 2 shows happening whilst we're recording, and one of them is on Saturday.
Right.
So we're going to start with the Saturday show. It's the big return to Europe that WWE has not had in about 3 decades.
30 years. There was SummerSlam that was over in Wembley Stadium.
Yep.
That was the last time
We
they
are
were there.
so we're back in the UK, and we're gonna make sure that we have a grand old Opry time over there because boy, they sold a lot of tickets, and people are showing up from all over the island.
Do you hear Braun Strowman might be showing up on Monday?
Would you save it for the actual show, you idiot?
Well, whatever.
Good God, I can't keep you professionals to save my life.
Actually, there's nothing wrong with mentioning that now because that's a preview now for Sunday.
It's not the preview Jesse wanted, but it's a preview for Sunday.
Hey, it's a preview for Sunday.
Anyway,
Tune
we're
in
gonna
on
have a-
Sunday live.
Learn how to market.
And we're going to have a guest on, too. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
so anyway, we're gonna start off with
might have
Clash
to
of
get
the
another
Castle.
mic. Holy shit.
We have the results in front of all 4 of us, but Leroy, why
mean
don't
the
you just
card?
go ahead and
The card,
lead
not
us
the
in.
results yet. We're not into the future yet.
Well,
We don't have a DeLorean. And you got rid of the time machine because we have Jesse.
When this thing goes 35, we're going to see some serious shit,
I'm going to be
man.
very clear. I'm going to be very clear.
Yes.
You're the idiot now because you just admitted, and I quote, that I got rid of the time machine. I said
Oh,
I hit
did
it.
you?
I said I hit it in your yard, so clearly you don't know where it is. So this is on you, sir.
Man, if you guys lost that DeLorean, I'm going to be pissed.
No, it wasn't
No,
a
Xavier
DeLorean.
Woods' time machine.
Oh, okay, okay.
I borrowed it from Up,
You
Up,
guys
Down,
took
Down.
the one from the New Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got to get that back.
I have to go look. I'll send the kids looking.
You know, we're black, so I got that on loan. I got to get that back to them when we're done. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
All right.
That's fair.
All right.
All right. So
Well-
go ahead, Leroy.
All right. Right now, and they haven't announced any more. There might be more announcing. They might announce one tonight. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But right now, 6 matches set for Clash of the Castle. First one, we got Edge and Rey Mysterio with Dominic standing by side going against Judgment Day with Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Are we finally turning Dominic?
It might be because Rhea Ripley. That's
Rhea Ripley.
Ripley. That's Dominic's papa.
That is Dominic's papa.
Poppy.
So here's
Okay.
here's
Get the reference right.
Okay.
here's my
Sorry.
2 thoughts on that.
Okay.
On this the tag team match here.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think we are going to get the Dominic heel turn because I think they probably wanted to wait, but I'm guessing something happened because I think so. Some of the rumors that I went and kind of looked into and found and reported on a little bit on our page earlier this week for those who saw it, was that they wanted to do something with with Beth at Clash of the Castle.
Yeah.
But, I'm guessing something happened with their family, so Beth still had to stay home.
Or I still don't think Rhea is medically cleared.
One of the two. Now, I've been told that Rhea is actually okay.
Yeah.
But, to give WWE credit, they're very vague on what's going on with that.
Yeah.
So
Beth Phoenix is going to hurt her.
So I think a good way to continue this story is to go ahead and have Dom do the turn. I think Ray takes the L once Dom does the turn.
Yeah.
And the Judgment Day get their fourth member. I got to give Paul a lot of credit, though. He's kind of saved this group.
Yeah. This is Allison's favorite boy who just happened to be put in a weird situation, and she's not a fan of his pants.
You don't like it? Everything else is fine with Finn, but not his pants? What's wrong with his pants?
Why should a man that fine be forced to wear pants and hide those beautiful legs?
Are you talking loud?
And that
Can we hear her?
dump truck.
Can we hear her? I just want to be
Oh,
clear.
yeah, we can hear her.
Okay, we can hear her? Okay, good.
Very quietly, but we can hear her
I mean,
because
you're
she's...
not wearing your headphones. If you were, you'd be able to answer that for yourself. But I
And
guess
that
you're
is
not
his
professional
future
enough.
wife.
Yep.
So here's the thing. Because she makes a great point.
So
Here's the thing. I'm happy he saved this group because overall, they were kind of wayward until Edge came back with Vince.
Yeah.
So it's actually been really nice to see Paul do something more. When they come out as single wrestlers, they now have their own music. Edge has allowed them. Plus, I mean, they probably pay for the licensing, but they still do the Alter Bridge music now when they come out as a group. So it actually works really good now.
And honestly, they might still just have a deal with Alter Bridge in general because they've been using Alter Bridge for like a good.
I was going to
15
say,
years.
yeah, I'm almost certain that they because they're paying the licensing fees, they're just like, well, as a group, you're still going to use the music.
Well, yeah, and the reason why I would say that they're probably talking to Mark more over than Miles is Mark is definitely the guy running Alter Bridge from the business side. That's always been Mark's
Right.
But then, Allison, about the pants. He's playing a heel character.
They're still on this.
So
Jesse and I are trying to be a little.
They're not going to wear. He's going to wear a different outfit. I'm sorry. That's my only explanation. But I understand
She
you're
is
paying.
giving him a look that Jesse only sees in women that are disappointed.
So, like 2 nights ago.
I was married. I was used to it. So.
Anyway, what's the next match there, Leroy?
All right.
We haven't even made predictions yet.
Well, that was the prediction.
The
So
prediction
I predict
Dominic's
that
gonna turn.
I predict Judgment Day is going to win and Dominic's going to turn.
I agree with it. I think the way he was acting the last few weeks and the way he was acting on Monday, I think there's going to be a possible turn.
Yeah.
And his hair is looking kind of like.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing Edge and Ray as a tag team again.
Yes,
they
they
were
were
a lot of
they
fun.
were SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
They were a lot
Judgment
of
Day
fun.
wins.
I've got Judgment Day, yeah.
But how do we think this turn is going to go, though? Are we going to have...
He's going to screw his father.
Well, yeah, but like, how is he going to do that? Is he going to do it by screwing over his father directly? Is he going
Yes.
to mess with
I
Edge?
I think he'll screw
Because
over
he
his
se-
father
I
directly.
think
it'll be-
he seems more pissed off that Ray is putting his trust in Edge
Right,
over
right,
his own
right.
family. So I think he's going to take it out on Edge personally.
But I think Edge in the
which will overall...
I think the story they might tell though during the match is Edge is probably going to sense it coming,
Yeah.
but Ray won't.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he won't. And
Exactly.
then he'll go in Rhea's arms.
And I
later.
think her boy's going to actually get the pin on Ray. So I think it'll be Finn that gets the pin on Ray.
Well,
You think Finn? Okay.
well, I was going to go there. Jesse, you've said part of the reason why your Santos Escobar thing went out the window is Finn's never not been the leader of the group that he's
Right,
been in.
right.
That's never been Finn's thing.
No.
And don't worry, Allison, Jesse will find a day where he can show you all of the
Yes, I will.
old school King Finn.
Which is him with even lesser pants on and lesser underwear.
I don't think she realizes in Japan those tights were tight.
He's basically naked.
Yep.
So yeah. It sounds like a whole like that smile. I know my little sister smile.
The next match, though, the next match has Allison's other boy in WWE.
Well, yes, the next match is our
Sorry, two boys.
Lovely ring general Gunther against Sheamus, and well, maybe Ludwig and the boys are going to be there, the brutes.
To be fair, Allison's only liking Ludwig when he's doing the entrance. That's
By the way, I got a special.
Ludwig is just a very attractive man overall.
Oh, good. Walter's very Louis. Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
Allison doesn't like the facial hair on him though.
Really?
He looks much better, like clean shaven.
I think he
That's
does
just-
have a better look clean shaven.
That
Yes.
that's just.
Thank
me
you for your
personally.
analysis.
I do
Leah.
want
I
to
think so.
I do want to put out a special prediction for this match.
Okay.
This Drew's match won't be the only one with a return to music. I think we're going to get the Imperial music at this show.
I would.
Oh,
I would
that'd
see
be kind
that.
of sweet.
I would see that.
And this match,
Going to that though, do you have any predictions? Do you think any guys that we haven't already seen in NXT 2.0 from NXT UK are they going to be debuting on main roster? Do you think?
Only one.
oh,
Big husky. There's a lot of big husky bald guys in pro wrestling.
yeah.
I forget his name.
Narrowed that down.
But I do think they might maybe want to add. I think Triple H probably wants to add one more so Ludwig has someone to team with.
That's fair.
That's not just Gunther, so he can keep
Yeah.
Gunther
'Cause
as a
obviously-
singles guy.
Because obviously, with how great it's gone, Vici's not coming back to Imperium.
I was going to
No.
say that gimmick actually is working for him. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's no reason to take him away from that.
Um,
I'm going to go ahead and say Gunther retains because I think we can call him Pete Dunne pretty soon again. I think Pete's going to screw the pooch.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think
The mini rabid Wolverine is going to go nuts.
I think what's gonna happen is that Sheamus is gonna win this because first of all, Sheamus already has a Hall of Fame career run, and I think adding the Intercontinental title and having him have all those titles just to add to his overall career, I think he's at a good point right now where he can do that. Do I think Pete Dunne could screw him over? Probably, but I don't think that I'm gonna call him Butch now. I don't think that Butch could do anything that will really jeopardize anything. Honestly,
Right.
I think Butch might end up doing something stupid and getting himself ejected.
Sure.
But if anything, the way I see it panning out is that Butch and Kaiser are probably going to start brawling outside of the ring. They're both going to get ejected. Gunther is probably the only one who's going to get upset, whereas Sheamus is going to be like, I still have Ridge. Butch just kind of does this. I'm still going to be focused, and I think he's going to take advantage of that and
Okay.
win the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
That's how I see it playing
I'm
out.
going with Jesse's prediction 2 weeks ago. I've got Gunther because I think this is the belt change.
The belt
Right.
change.
They made a different design.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's going back to the white one. I think it's
Yeah,
going back to
so
the
do
white
I.
title.
I'm
okay.
giving. I'm sorry, you're the only one that's gonna think. I'm going for Gunther. If Sheamus is gonna win, Sheamus is gonna win by DQ.
All I know is this is the only match of the night where every single person in participation is actually from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's getting booed in this match.
No,
Yeah, no.
it's not
Abs-
happening.
Absolutely not.
To be fair, this is Bizarro World. They might not boo anybody.
No.
And as Jesse profoundly says, when these two meaty men,
Big meaty men slapping the meat for about 20 to 25 minutes, and some guys will look completely naked because we're in Europe, but they're gonna slap meat and it's gonna be red.
yeah,
Pow.
they.
I'm gonna
it's-
need you to put your dick away for a second.
Well,
I
he's
always put it
imitating
on
Vince
the table.
McMahon, so that's not going to happen.
I'm Vince. I got to put it right on the table.
You got 12 billion because that's about the only one that's in the match.
That's the one issue I have.
Yeah, in terms of physicality, that match is going to be.
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna be physical.
Like those chops, you're going to be able to hear from
Shit.
the East
Sheamus
Coast.
going to look
That's
like
gonna be
insane.
ground beef when this is
Oh,
over.
it's gonna be another. It's gonna be another. Gunther Dragunov.
Yeah.
It's like kind of number 3.
I don't know if it's Gunther Dragunov because the thing about Gunther and Dragunov was that was your classic big man little man match.
Right.
Despite the fact they both had the same style, Ilya was able to take bumps, but because Ilya is just a fucking meat powerhouse, and he
Right.
is.
It.
He is 180 pounds of Russian. That's all he
That's
is.
it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the closest one to it, but Sheamus is bigger. But yeah,
Yeah.
Question:
It's gonna be.
Could Dragunov potentially be the one
He's
making
still
his
hurt.
main roster debut? Okay.
He's still hurt. He's out for a bit.
He's
He was
probably
not released.
Yeah.
But he's under contract. However, as Jesse alluded to, he might be under contract until the health stuff gets figured out, and then they might let him go and do his thing. Because again, he doesn't. He still likes living in Russia,
Yeah.
so he may
That's
not
fair.
want to do because again, Jesse made it clear, and it makes sense. This isn't Vince's credo being mean. if you're going to do main roster, we need you to live in the United States.
Yeah.
We can't have you going home and having that be your long-term. Because the thing about it is, especially with the way travel is right now, because we're still in a COVID travel world,
Sure.
they don't know if Dragunov can go home for a day or two on his days off and still make it back in time for
Correct.
TV. So it's hard to book you when you're not within the States.
He might be able to make his return to NXT Europe, however.
Well, that's
I
what I'm
can
saying.
see
That's what I'm
that,
saying. He might stay in NXT Europe when they get that
Let's
going.
do it.
Because honestly, I think Triple H has plans to get NXT Europe up and running fairly quickly after the first of the year.
By spring, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still would love to see him and Gunther do number 3 at WrestleMania.
Oh, they're
That'd
going
be
to. That's going to happen.
At some point,
That is
eventually.
That
gonna
is
be-
going because
That's epic.
because here's the deal. At some point, you got to give the because they're 1-1. And regardless of how anyone feels, whether they're the trampoline cowboys that Jim Cornette hates, or they're the old school fans that basically Leroy is, everyone loved those matches. And what they're going to do for like I said, they damn near might die. They might kill each
Oh,
other.
they might die. Yeah.
And now it's time for the match who might be
might
the most
die
And now
watching
it's time
it,
for the
so-
match that got real personal, real quick.
Oh my
Holy
God!
I don't know where this is going. I don't know if this is real or shoot.
It went 0 to 100.
You
real
know-
quick.
But I'm gonna announce this because I want to make this clear. It is Seth freaking Rollins versus Matt Riddle.
is-
It is officially his name again.
That is going to be the Macho
Oh.
Man Ricky Steamboat of number 3 for this pay-per-view. I think
This is gonna be a
this,
match.
This could steal the whole show. I think so.
They say many times people forget the rest of the card when the main event's good. Well, the main event's gonna be good. I don't think you'll be forgetting this match very soon.
Okay, as we have said so many times, like a broken record, have we seen Matt Riddle have a bad match? No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
And
No, not at all.
Well, Seth had a couple bad ones, but it wasn't his fault.
That wasn't a
but-
bad match. That was a bad ending.
Yes.
The match with the Fiend was fine.
Yeah,
The
but
match with the Fiend
The
was
story within the match was good.
Yeah.
yeah.
but Seth is an incredible worker. I am so much looking forward to this one.
We don't. I don't normally do this, but I don't even really want to talk about it because this is one of those matches where everyone, unless you've been living under a rock, you know the animosity in this match, story, shoot, or legit. But this is just going to be a fun match to watch.
Oh yeah,
This is just going to be great.
I'm pulling for Riddle.
Yep.
I am
I'm leaning Seth.
Okay.
I'm leaning Seth.
because he has lost quite a bit.
2 reasons. There's that one,
Yeah.
and then there's the story of continuing this feud now. Seth getting a fast one on Riddle, thinking he's now done with Riddle, but Riddle now really wants to smash his face in. And there's still an American Nightmare out there somewhere.
Yeah.
So Seth
yeah.
actually, even without
He was
being
at the wedding without a
right,
brace.
right, right.
So
He's the friend. So anytime I see those kind of photos,
no, Jesse. He was at the wedding with a brace, without the brace. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
He wasn't wearing the brace.
So
in the
I mean,
photo.
and it sounds like
Yeah.
he's healing quite nicely. But
Yeah.
it's incredible how, and I think this is the one part of Seth's career that he could take a lot from Triple H is when you're not champion, but you still feel like a main eventer.
And
This is the type of stuff you do.
I don't need to know Cody until like January.
Yeah,
I'm okay without Cody
realistically-
until January.
Realistically,
'Cause it'll be
because of
awesome.
like physical therapy and situations like that, I don't think we're gonna see Cody again until at least the Royal Rumble.
I'm just saying.
This is wrestling. We skip physical therapy.
Right.
Go straight to the
I'm
ring.
just saying, day one is in Atlanta. The man lives in a suburb of Atlanta, and Brock's on the card for some reason. Now,
Brock shouldn't be on the card.
Brock's still a draw.
Brock needs to chill for a minute.
I mean,
He is. He's
January
still
1st
helping.
is still like 3-4
day
months
one
away.
is literally New Year's Eve. So or
Yeah.
sorry, New Year's Day. So like
He's-
Brock's going to be on the farm for Brock has to get the harvest. The harvest has to come in.
He's
No.
slaughtering the hogs right now. So.
Yeah.
I think
If hogs are people, yes.
Well, both. He's done both. So.
He's a bearded butcher cowboy now.
I think
yeah, and he
And
plays
stop
with
talking about
tractors.
your ex-wife on the show.
Okay, are we talking about hippos or whales?
You said hog.
No, I said no. Yeah, but that's
That's
smaller.
a pig.
That's small.
She's going to sue us one day. Go ahead.
if I may, finally,
The ground
Before-
does not
with-
shake when pigs walk. okay?
without
So-
being
Allison, go ahead.
interrupted.
Allison, please.
I think that Seth is going to take this because Matt is going to get too emotional and end up disqualifying himself. That's
Okay.
how I personally see this going
That's
to
a
go.
good-
That's
because
where I'm leaning to.
This sort of match with this sort of heat is going to get very emotional right out of the bell.
But the difference,
And I think Matt is probably going to get too carried away with Randy and the comments that Seth made. And
Okay,
I
that's
think
fair.
Seth is going to aim for either beating him fairly or winning via disqualification, because I think he's going to push Riddle way too far, and Riddle is going to do something stupid that's going to get him disqualified. That I think will also prolong this feud and make it
That's
like
fair.
more of a thing, as Jesse said. So my money is on Seth winning, but only because Riddle is getting disqualified.
I also will say this, Jesse. She brought up a good point. If that is the finish, though, it's going to be a situation where sadly AEW, when they have done a DQ type of thing, or in their world it's not a DQ, it's just a weird referee moment. They're not going to do it early. Like, I mean, people are going to get a lot out of this match before they do that ending.
Yeah, for sure.
And especially considering, again, it's their first time in Cardiff, so each match is going to be something very special.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Vince was probably going to make this a very WrestleMania-style thing.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time in this area. Also, interesting to note, this match, Cardiff, this is where Tyler Bate lost to Gunther.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the actual place where they...
Not the same arena, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the same arena. Yeah,
same
well,
area.
yeah, obviously not. Next up is a match that there's a moment where Jesse will cry.
Well,
And-
yes,
and
because
it's when Asuka gets tagged in.
Six-man
and Io's already
tag.
there.
Bianca, Alexa, Asuka against Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Hell of a wow.
So, you two go first on this.
Okay. So here's my thing. I really don't know who to win here. Only in the sense of if the good guys win, they can move on, but it hurts Bailey's group.
Yeah.
But if Bailey's group wins, it's a catapult to them being bigger stars. Although, Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong, Dakota's been in this scene already. So, I mean, she's going to be known over in the UK.
Oh,
Dakota's been in the UK scene.
yeah, she's going to be fine.
Also, quick note, Jesse, before we even get to that pay-per-view. I believe, according to reports, Blair and Will have not been together for 2 years.
Who?
I'll have to look into it. So, Blair Davenport is actually Bea Priestley. And she was engaged to Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
At one point. But no, so
Okay.
this match, as soon as they tag in Asuka and Io, Jesse will just be like, the world can stop. The world can stop in this moment. I'll be okay.
He's just gonna melt.
Who
like,
do you got winning?
Asuka!
Like I said, I actually don't know. I actually don't know who to pick because it kind of benefits both teams,
Right.
but it doesn't. Alexa has already talked about going into the next phase of whatever this is. Asuka, we just love Asuka. Lord knows what she'll do after this. And Bianca really can't lose right now because she's the champ.
Alexa, unfortunately for her, has an unfortunate story to finish when a certain someone eventually comes back. But
I,
But no.
Oh, this is easy for
I'm
me.
giving to I give it
If
to
you have
Bailey.
Bailey's group winning, it does catapult her to a new stratosphere.
Yeah, understandably, it's going to be Bailey's group.
I think so.
Without, in my opinion, without a shadow of a doubt, because in terms of the storytelling aspect of this, it makes the most sense because you have Bailey, Dakota, and Io certifying themselves as the top stars in the women's division in all of WWE, not just Raw or SmackDown. And that is also going to solidify something that they have coming up already, which is a women's tag team rematch. Because if we remember what happened on Monday, the ending was botched.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Dakota Kai was not the legal competitor. And somehow, I think it was Aaliyah who got the pinfall
Yes,
for
it
the
was.
women's tag team titles. So they already have very legitimate reason for that rematch. And I think a victory here is going to give them momentum going into that. And then also, with this loss, there's 100%, like, I guess not 100%, but there's a very solid chance that Alexa Bliss is going to turn heel on Bianca. Because, for one, Bianca
this is
Belair-
interesting.
That's
Go ahead.
actually interesting. Go ahead.
Bianca Belair already has, like, a very solid run as Raw Women's Champion.
Yes.
This is
Alexa
better
Bl-
than her last run.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. And then Alexa Bliss also is a very, very good wrestler
And a-
decorated champion. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to get at. And then with
It's also
Alexa,
not being booked by Vince. That helps.
that is also
there we go,
Which
yes.
that
means
is
the
also
blonde's
true.
not going to win.
That's
yeah,
right.
exactly. Bianca Belair has yet to
Might
have
be
a
bad
bad
for the next
match.
match coming up, but
She also kind of has yet to really lose a match since Becky. It's kind of an odd situation. So I see them losing this match because the Raw Women's title is not on the line tonight, but I think this is going to start a feud with Alexa wanting to be the top female in the Raw division and her turning on Bianca. And I think the loss here is probably going to be what breaks the camel's back. That's how I see it.
I like
playing out.
that. That's very interesting.
My only issue with that take is only if, like Jesse said, because it's eventually going to happen. When is Bianca going to beat Bayley so that she knocks off the 4 horsewomen and can go into that next category? Because
Yeah.
basically Jesse's already said, once she knocks off Bayley...
And Charlotte.
Oh, that's right. She hasn't had Charlotte yet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she'll get there at some point. Once she knocks those 2 off, then they can almost shelve her. Not that she won't be wrestling, but they can shelve her from being the main event for a while so that when the 4 horsewomen are finally all gone, she's solidified because she beat all of them. So, to me, Allison's point, it makes sense, but only if Alexa takes the pin, number 1. And number 2, Jesse, do you think that she's going to take down Bayley now, or are we going to build a little farther for that?
Oh, they'll probably. I hate to say this. They'll get this done by Extreme Rules.
At Extreme Rules?
I think
or
they're gonna
before-
get. I think
You
they're
think
gonna
so?
do it at Extreme Rules.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
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 I agree. Your twist on Alexa, I think that's
Her
great.
twisted idea of Alexa.
Twisted,
bliss.
but I do think, and I said before, I think this is going to set up Bayley and Bianca to get that feud going.
In that same breath, however, Bianca and Bayley have already had a feud back when
Before she
Bianca
got
was,
hurt.
Back when Bianca was
SmackDown
Bianca?
Women's
yeah,
Champion.
was the SmackDown
Yeah.
Women's Champion. So that feud has already been. That feud has pretty much already happened, and
But
Bianca's has gotten a bunch more victories over
But
Bayley already.
it hasn't been concluded like they should have because Bayley got hurt.
And to that, I agree. But Bayley, Dakota, and Io have come into this division with the goal to not just be champion, but to run the division. And I think what the goal here is they're going to try to build Dakota and Io as the tag team champions before Bayley goes for the title. And I think in the meantime, Alexa's going to go into her goal of she wants to be at the top of this division. She's ready for a singles title again. We're going to have that going down as Bayley, Dakota, and Io are dealing with Raquel and Aaliyah.
Here, the only thing I disagree with, and I love your takes. I'm so happy
Yeah,
she's on the show today.
it's a great take. I do agree with it totally.
I love having my little sister on the show. The only thing I disagree with about when it comes to Alexa is that evil son of a bitch is out there.
Oh, he's going to be coming back.
He's been to Connecticut a few times, and I think when he comes back, they have to deal with that
now,
because.
if I may,
Go ahead.
What if that happens?
Because remember, they're also bringing Braun back, which also
I don't think
brings
that's
a very.
been confirmed yet.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
Yeah.
has.
Oh, yeah, that was confirmed, yeah.
However, if I may say in that same breath,
He left control of your
this
narrative
is-
real quick.
This is how I would personally play this out. Well, Bayley, Io, and Dakota, which I think they're going to end up calling their faction Damage Control.
Something like that. That's what they. Yeah.
I think they wrote the copyright.
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Anyway, as they're trying to go for the tag titles, and like Alexa Bliss and Bianca is gonna try to have a little bit of their feud.
Yeah.
I think this evil SOB that you're bringing up is going to be what cost Alexa that match.
Yes.
If I were writing this, that's how I would personally play it out. And then you have the opening while Alexa is finally dealing with her resolution with the Fiend. That's when you bring in Bayley's faction to finally try to take control of the Raw's division by beating Bianca.
Also, that to me, it also hinges on when the hell Charlotte's coming back too.
That is also 100%.
That's whenever she decides she wants to get back in the ring, she's always a threat to win the championship.
Realistically, though, Charlotte is probably going to return to SmackDown, which we will get to in a second.
All right. So anyway, Leroy, the next match.
But so let me do my prediction.
Yep. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I agree. Bianca's group, or Bayley's group is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to my little fantasy real quick. Just real quick.
Okay, yeah. By all
So they actually had a match at a live event last Sunday, and I wasn't there. And I hate every single one of those rednecks who got to see it, okay? Because I haven't seen it in 10 years. It was Io Sky. It was Asuka. I want this match, Paul. I need this match, man. I'm fiending for it.
Well-
I'm like a crackhead, baby.
Well, you know, Gene.
I'll suck your dick for this match, man. I gotta have this match.
Sir,
Well, you know,
sir, this
well, you
is
know-
a Wendy's. I need you.
Well, you know, it's interesting because Gene mentioned during the 6-man tag that that they reported they already had on Raw basically.
Sure.
You could
Yeah.
tell when Asuka was in the ring, Io picked up the speed.
Because
When
of
the
how
other-
they used to wrestle,
Exactly.
yeah.
When the other gals were in,
They slow back down.
Io was slowing down
Yeah.
for them. But like you said, Io and Asuka Kano-chan, they worked so much and so long together that they just know where they're going.
I need my
100%.
future wife and Evil's wife to have a feud so I can watch them wrestle for like half an hour.
Personally, my dream situation would be if we got Asuka, we got Io, and then we got Kairi Sane back, and then we reestablished the Kabuki Warriors.
Man, I would love it, but
That would be beautiful, but that is an absolute dream situation that's probably not going to
I'm
happen
about to
because
say,
I think Kairi
Triple H would have to
Sane's-
find a way to get her cleared in America to wrestle again.
Yeah, because I think Kairi Sane's having some physical problems right now
Yeah.
in Japan. However,
I mean, 'cause
Kairi's
she got
also
cleared
out
in
of that.
Japan and then she got hurt again.
yeah.
dream, okay?
But overall, yes, I think Bayley's
Kyrie
will
also, I
win
don't
this.
think wants to come back to America.
I don't think so
At least
either.
not in the near future.
No.
She's very happy currently living over in Japan.
I never realized she was only a year older than me.
Yeah, right.
She seems so. They always seem so young, and then I realized I
Well,
watched
also,
Stardom.
Allison
and they're like
actually
15,
recently
16.
just watched Kenny versus the 9-year-old, so she didn't realize how early they started over there.
Yeah, they start early.
Scary.
All right, Leroy.
Worse than the
Leroy,
plastic
Vince's
doll.
Blonde versus Paul's Destroyer.
Yeah,
That's
Liv
what we're calling this match.
Yeah, Morgan and Miss Shayna
I'll
Baszler.
comment on that in a second. Go ahead.
Good old girl from South Dakota. I think Liv's gonna win.
I have bad news for Mr. Aaron Bowles and some of these other guys out there. By the way, everyone who pops in the chat, thank you so much. I got some terrible news.
Go
Liv's
ahead
going to
and chat
retain,
live.
baby.
Go ahead and chat live if you have any questions.
Liv's going to retain.
Oh, yeah.
They had to start building her as a champion. They kind of screwed her up with the Ronda thing. I got bad news.
And you're still saying they're going to do Ronda and Shayna at some point.
Oh, they have to.
Oh, that will
At this
happen
point, they
in
have
the
to.
near future, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pop of the night would be Shayna absolutely destroying Liv, probably, which she's gonna do.
Yeah.
But she's not gonna win. I don't see it because Triple H is not known to if his booking hurts a wrestler to then do events and be like, well, this is not working anymore. Usually, if his booking hurt it, he tries to fix it. So they're going to try to fix this thing with Liv Morgan because right now, what happened with Ronda at SummerSlam made her look now like an unbelievable champion.
Yeah.
Because technically, she did tap out before the 3 count.
Yeah.
By the way, it was kind of funny because that hurt Liv, but they ended up helping Ronda.
Yeah.
Because they needed to get Ronda out of that bullshit Vince thing that she was doing of smiling all the time and all that, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
cutting
that was just.
cutting some of the worst promos of all time.
Yeah, there was that. That whole thing was
She
rough.
needs a
Ronda's,
voice. She
Ronda
needs
has
another
always
voice.
worked better as a heel, and then at the same time,
Well, Ronda is a
definitely needs
natural
voice
born
box.
heel.
Right.
I mean, in real life, that's who she is because her entire life has been built off that. I mean, even when she was, even when she was in the UFC, she was the woman that they all really hated. Who was the one girl from Brazil who ended up getting beat in like 38 seconds, but she straight up was like in the interviews, like she was like, "I'm gonna destroy Ronda. I'm gonna beat her. I'm going straight
Might
for
have
the
been
knockout."
Amanda Nunes, but I could be wrong.
No,
I can't.
No, it wasn't Amanda Nunes.
My UFC stuff is a little
Yeah.
blurry.
All I know is I remember that. Oh no, that was Cat something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, Amanda Nunes beat the shit out of Ronda. If I remember correctly.
I don't think they ever fought. I just know
I think
that
they have.
Did let me look that up.
Maybe.
Yes, one of you guys looked that up. I
Yeah,
can't even remember.
yeah,
I
but
was going to say, please fact check me on that.
But yeah, like I said, Liv's gonna win, but Shayna's gonna get booked very strong. But you have to start making her look like a credible champion.
Do you
Yeah.
think I just
Yes,
Liv's gonna
yes, Jesse. UFC 259.
Okay.
When
Is
what?
Nunez
Ronda
versus Rousey.
Is Ronda going to
Yeah.
show up, and is that going to be the reason why Shayna
No.
loses?
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's going to be Shayna's own overzealousness to be the killer again that gets her done in.
However, Triple H, in order to sell Shayna in the future, Shayna gonna look a little different than she has recently. She gonna look like NXT Shayna. In this match.
well, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I've been saying.
Yeah.
Killer Shayna, but Killer Shayna is going to cost herself the match because Liv is now kind of learning to win in different ways, and now you can rebuild Liv of like, yeah, once again she kind of survived, but this one she clearly she beat her. She beat her with her mind, and she won. So, that's the way to rebuild her as a
Jesse,
champion.
I was thinking about Kat Zingano.
Oh yes, yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
14 seconds. That's still the UFC record.
Oof.
not a shock.
All right.
All right, so
Um,
Leroy.
Yes.
Excuse you. I'm still here.
Okay. Do you have something else you wanna
Prediction.
say? Go ahead.
Yeah. God.
Let your woman speak.
Personally, I disagree.
Okay.
I think that Liv Morgan is going to win,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's because Ronda's going to show up and do something.
Okay. Only reason I said that was rumors are Ronda was not on their flight thing, so Ronda
Okay.
didn't even go to Cardiff.
Okay. And that's kind of understandable.
Yeah,
Um,
because they've
But-
been here this whole week since I think Wednesday.
yeah, I think so.
You're staying home with the baby.
I feel like we still have to
Doing
we have-
Twitch.
probably have to watch
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown tonight just to see for sure if
Right.
Ronda's going to be in Cardiff
I
or
was gonna
not.
say I haven't read the spoilers, so I could watch SmackDown tonight.
Yeah, that's
Because
fair.
of course they taped it last week.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I haven't.
The
I
only
haven't
spoiler
watched the
for that
spoiler.
is that we got Pete Dunne's original ring gear, which is tight.
And then also
Um,
the fact that apparently something really big happens with the segment with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline. So
Yeah.
Well, they're-
Anyway.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Anyway,
may I,
so-
may I make my point, sir?
His
Oh, okay,
2-year
sorry.
I have not made my
celebration.
prediction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, you need to listen to me. God damn.
I thought you've learned that already.
poor Zach.
But anyway, I think Liv Morgan is going to win
I'm perfectly fine over here.
either
I'm not like you
via
guys.
Ronda intervening and probably costing Shayna.
Okay.
If that is not what's going to end up happening, I think they're both going to try to build up Shayna Baszler and Liv Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like Liv Morgan is actually going to find a way to pull off a clean victory over Shayna while still
Yeah.
making Shayna look good.
Yeah. Oh, for
Because
sure.
if we can make that work, we could very easily in the near future see Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in a triple threat women's
Absolutely.
champion match, which I think would be absolutely incredible
Yeah, I agree.
to watch.
Yeah, that would.
I agree.
That's my
there
personal
you go.
take on it.
All right. I love a woman's perspective on some wrestling. That's great.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
God, listen to me more.
You should do that. You listen to her more.
I'm just eating a cookie. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
And now to go to the 50s. Next match.
Shit. Next match is the last match. It is for the undisputed championship with Roman Reigns, and they say with Paul Heyman. Maybe he will be there. Roman and Drew.
I find that
I told you, and I'm going to just hold it right there. So now we have something to clip.
Uh-huh.
If I'm wrong on Sunday. But right now, that's
You'll eat-
where I am
you'll eat some
on
crow?
this match. No. Well, if I have to eat crow, then I'm really going to pay for that.
All right.
So that's why I didn't finish it. But
I may actually find a way to get actual crow on this show, and Jesse's gonna have to eat it because he still has to be punished.
hey, you had to watch the show. I didn't. So
That is so true.
so here's the thing. This is going to be not only just a great match. This will feel like the WWE spectacle. Because I think a lot of shit's going to go down in this match.
And you want to know the craziest part? Even though it's a pay-per-view, even though it's a big return, an amazing moment in Cardiff, Roman's still going to get to the ring faster than John Moxley can.
Man,
And
we're
that-
going to have to do the times on that.
I was going to say, honey, we will get there. Stay on topic.
Jesse made the joke
Stay on
last week,
target.
so I saw.
No. We're going to have to time. I think this week I'm going to have to start timing these guys' entrances. They're pretty fucking long.
Hard to believe Seth gets to the ring the fastest.
And he's dancing the whole
yeah,
damn
exactly.
way down.
He's trying to get the crowd
Yeah,
going, and
okay.
Seth's the fastest one in the ring.
We've been doing this for almost 40 minutes, and we know John Moxley has bled at least 7 times already.
12.
That's-
You're
that's-
underestimating.
12? Oh,
it.
okay. I'm
12.
sorry.
The over-under's at least a dozen.
So
Well, he did say at least 11. So
Okay.
everyone's still right.
I'm keeping my prediction that Drew is getting both belts.
Yes.
Because I'm also keeping my prediction that Karrion Kross is beating Drew for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
And then they're going to send him to Raw.
Realistically, if I may interject here, because you and I were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre's probably going to win both belts. However, part of Drew McIntyre's whole thing this entire time is that he is sick and tired of a quote-unquote part-timer
Correct.
holding all of the gold. So what I think he's going to end up doing is if he wins both belts, which there is a chance he could, I think he's going to relinquish one of them.
he
because
will win both. Yes.
He will win both, but what makes sense is that it makes more sense for a face to do that than a heel to do that. So Roman would probably never end up doing that. And realistically, they should split up the belts anyway.
I can tell we were talking to him because he said the same thing last week.
Yeah. But yeah, Drew, it would make more sense for that to happen essentially.
Right,
and
right.
then that opens up for a Karrion Kross to interject wherever he sees fit. But right now, Karrion Kross is targeting Roman more so than Drew. He just
No.
found a way
No,
to
I
push
think
Drew
I
out.
was
I
gonna
think
say,
it's
I
pretty.
disagree.
No, Carrion's on Drew all
He's,
day.
he's definitely
mentioned
more
Drew
targeting Drew for sure.
Every single promo.
Now he is.
Okay.
Now he is partially targeting Roman because
Yes.
he's a champ.
Yes.
Well, but at the same time, the hourglass thing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So he's
That's
That was-
the partial
Time,
he's
time
referring
is
to.
time is running out on Roman 100%, and Karrion Kross and Scarlett both know
But
that.
I think that'll seem more like a prophecy after Sunday than him
Yeah,
going
yeah,
after
yeah,
Roman.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Him and Drew, whenever they go toe to toe, Karrion Kross,
And by the
gonna
way,
be awesome.
Karrion Kross does debut tonight in a match. Like I said, I didn't read any of the spoilers.
yeah, I
because
thought he was
wanna
going to
watch
do
it.
that tonight. I heard that last week. So
By the way, thank you, Phil, for stopping in the show.
yeah, thank you.
Loved her Wendy's line. So here's the thing.
Thank you.
I still think, and my prediction from 2 weeks ago will still stand. The reason that Drew ends up winning this thing because all the Bloodline members are in Cardiff, including one Sami Zayn.
Oh, you think Sami Zayn is
Oh,
going to
so-
screw
oh,
this over?
I think.
No, Sammy's going to do something
no.
stupid.
Well, Sami's
screw
going to
this
die
over.
after this match.
Yes.
but
No.
Yeah, he's gonna
Sami
die,
Zayn
yes.
Sami Zayn will get beat up so bad, we're going to have to get El Generico to come out of hiding wherever he is in Mexico.
somewhere in Mexico.
The cartel has been hiding El
they've
Generico ever since the orphanage burned down.
We just never got the kidnapping stuff straight at all.
Did it burn down?
I think it burned down.
Yeah, the orphanage burned down. Okay, all right.
He's in a hole somewhere. We got to get him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And you know what? Rumor is some guy named Steen was there. I don't know.
well, we can always ask
El
Kevin.
Steen, apparently.
Steen for real.
Yes.
Senior Steen.
But
Senor Steen.
is
I
the
think
Fiend showing up?
Yes. I think Bray is coming back to right a terrible.
Before you keep going, it's been confirmed multiple things. Braun Strowman has officially re-signed.
He'll be on Raw.
He'll be on Raw. Control your narrative, EC3. Dude, just give it up. Like, come home.
Money, just come back to WWE.
Yeah, you just come home, bro.
Money talks.
Naomi and Sasha are now officially on their internal roster page. I looked that up on their website. They are on the
Okay.
page.
Yes, they are.
And not just in the alumni section.
No.
Okay.
They're on the roster.
Okay.
And yes, it's been confirmed by numerous sources. I believe Sean said it. Bray is in the midst of signing a multi-million-dollar deal.
If he hasn't already.
Exactly.
I thought it was a multi-year deal.
It's
if
no,
I
no, no,
remember
no, no,
correctly.
Multi-year,
It's going to be
multi-million.
multi-years.
Okay, gotcha.
But the thing about it is that, honey, the one thing that you and I haven't discussed, just to bring up, he's been making, of course, you were part of it because you bought the doll. Bray has been making seven figures from WWE
What
since
doll?
the moment he left.
You got the Fiend doll?
No, I got Lily.
Lily.
Oh, Lily.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bray Wyatt
Evan's
signed
got a
it-
Fiend
yeah.
character, man.
Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt signed a deal where he got a much larger cut of his merchandise than other superstars.
Yes.
He negotiated that. He's been getting paid seven figures almost a month since
Yeah,
he
like
got
5 or
cut.
6 figures, but
Hey,
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah,
you know
he's
what?
He's at a 5 to 6 figure month.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know our favorite guy that we love to talk about, Mr. Dipshit Vince Russo.
Can we not?
He was comparing. I have to say this because I just read this today.
Mm-hmm.
He was comparing Bray Wyatt to the Warrior.
We're gonna save that for Sunday. Anyway,
Ooh.
okay, so
Vince also said something else stupid we'll have to speak about
okay,
on Sunday.
you've
His
got-
interaction with
you've
Raw.
got-
That's
okay,
Yeah.
so
He's
a-
everyone's
He's
got
a moron.
Drew, essentially. Everyone's got Drew winning something.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
this is Triple H running the show. This is not Vince McMahon. I very much foresee Drew McIntyre winning.
I still
overseas.
say Drew would have won even with Vince because Vince did feel bad about the WrestleMania situation.
And
And the fact that Vince did want to have him be champion in front of people.
That's what I'm
That is
saying. That's
also
what I'm saying.
true.
That's what I'm saying. Vince is
The
trying to
pop-
apologize for the because remember when Drew won the belt, that moment, the Thunderdome didn't even exist.
No,
So-
that
not
was
yet,
So,
no.
so there was no essence of anything. That was the empty arena in the Performance Center
Yeah.
when Drew beat Brock.
Correct.
So, in my opinion, Triple H is giving what Vince's vision of this was going to be. It's just going to be a different send-off because Karrion's back.
yes,
And thank God, like I keep trying to say, and I'm going to keep saying, he doesn't look like Creator Wrestler 7. He freaking has hair, and you know what? There's too many bald guys in wrestling.
okay.
There really is too many
As,
bald
as-
guys
as somebody
in
put a
wrestling.
lovely meme up there when they showed a picture of him in his armor, and then Will Smith with the little thing, and then boom, him now.
I never had a problem
agree
with the
with that.
gimmick. The problem was no one explained it. Even who did Karrion talk to? Was it Chris or was it Sean? And he said the helmet was never a problem.
It was Chris.
Okay, so it was Chris Van Vliet. He talked to Chris and he said the helmet and the gear was never the issue.
Yeah, they
but
just
they
never told him
said
why he
I
was
was
doing it.
wearing it. That was the only problem.
Right.
Because honestly, him coming in as a gladiator would not have been the worst idea.
But if they would have booked it that way,
Exactly.
like if they would have
Yeah,
told you, like,
it's-
he's not an assassin anymore, he's a
Yeah.
gladiator, it might have worked better, but they didn't say anything.
And now it's
Yeah.
on to Sunday when hopefully Jesse will be able to finally sleep when it's all over.
Okay,
Because Jesse's been watching a lot of wrestling.
should
this
we?
week.
Yes, I have.
You watched Impact.
I did watch Impact last night. It
Are
was
we
phenomenal.
Are we
We'll
gonna
start
do
with the one that goes first,
Oh yeah,
which
the
is going to be NXT.
Yeah.
NXT
The shorter one.
the collides.
the shorter one?
Because NXT pay-per-views usually go about 3 hours.
I
Two and
thought
a
they-
half.
Yeah, they usually go about two and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, two and a half.
Right now they have 5 cards, 5 matches.
Ooh, bless you.
Sorry.
I texted Jesse 2 words about one of these matches when they were setting it up, but Jesse did not respond, but he was busy.
I know we were discussing this.
I actually watched NXT on a replay this week.
Gotcha,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were discussing this too because the A-Champ did not have a match,
Oh, God.
and now the A-Champ, Carmella Hayes and Ricochet.
Before anyone says anything,
Wow.
I don't know where these Carmelo
Wow.
Hayes fans are all of a sudden coming out of the woodworks. Y'all told me NXT 2.0 was unwatchable.
Don't.
Y'all told me that NXT 2.0 couldn't live up to the black and gold brand. Y'all told me that. People told me.
They're full of it.
Who's this Carmelo Hayes guy? And now he's the guy to you? Get off. Just stop.
as
But yeah,
I-
now back to the match that we've all
As-
wanted. Jesse's wanted this match for a long time.
This I've been
Did
a
they ever
Carmelo
face off
Hayes.
in the Indies?
No.
They did not. Okay.
No,
By
I've
that
been
time,
a Hayes fan.
Ricochet was already. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Ricochet was already in WWE at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Roy.
I have, as I said before in a different show, I have been a Carmelo Hayes fan since he was in that breakout tournament.
Yeah.
Incredible, him and Ricochet. Wow. I mean, is this going to start the show off?
I don't know
It
if we'll
could.
ever get to see
It
Will.
There's a very good chance that'll start off the show, and if it does, it's going to start.
It's gonna
on a
start off with a banger.
real high note.
I
Oh
don't.
my
I
God.
don't know if we'll ever see Will versus Ricochet again, just because I need Nick Khan to get that deal done with New Japan. But
Yeah, that would be awesome.
holy shit, I will predict it will start the show. Please get these out of my hands. I don't want to eat the kid stuff.
Nuts,
Peanuts, they're delicious.
honey roasted peanuts.
Yeah, get that
So-
get this shit out.
Planters, please sponsor us.
They will open the show with this.
Yeah.
I don't know how you follow it.
Yeah. And you want to know what the most underrated part of this whole match is going to be? I can't believe we're underrating these two guys.
Oh, really?
You know Trick is going to be the best version of himself in this match.
Oh,
Trick
yeah.
is going to be like the best hype man that you will ever see at ringside.
He's the best funny manager in all of wrestling.
Right,
Trick
right.
is.
But I actually think Carmelo will get a clean win here.
Oh, no. It's Carmelo all day. Ricochet was added last minute, clearly, because Vince wants to get the A-Champ on Worlds Collide.
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, sorry.
Old habits die
I
hard.
don't- how many...
And that old bastard won't go, so I
It's
get
kinda-
you.
I'm sorry. Brian Danielson almost called himself Daniel Bryan on AEW
He really
television,
did,
so
yeah.
when you've done something for so long, there's not much you
Right,
can
right,
do.
right.
Oh, yeah.
But no, Carmelo's gonna win. But let me tell you something. For those of you who are on the side of Jim Cornette and the old school idea of wrestling, this is gonna be the best version of what of what Jim doesn't like, but this is that like Jesse said when we were watching the Elite do their AAA style match. This is not going to be AAA. This is going to be indie style, but it's going to be the best version of it. Very cleaned up as well.
This is going to be very, like, I don't know if technical is probably the best word for it, but this is probably going to be a very well executed version of a high flyers match.
There we go.
Execution is probably the better word.
For-
Execution.
I'd give it like 4.5 stars right now, even before.
I was not seeing
The
it.
card alone.
I'm not even watching it yet, and I'm
The
4.5
match alone
stars.
starts at 3.
Well, yeah.
Like you look at the names, they start at 3.
Definitely.
It's incredible.
Is that too much for you? I could turn his mic down.
No, he's fine.
Turn your headset down. Should be this one.
I don't know how the rest of the card follows this match, but they're gonna have to try. But yeah, I got Carmelo with a very clean win here
Yeah.
to open.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah,
God, it's
no,
gonna-
incredibly clean.
Because
Yeah.
I think Weston Ames gonna come out and get Trick out of there pretty early. So this will be a mostly one-on-one match.
Wes?
Yes.
Wes. Well, no,
Yes.
Okay.
Wes has moved on to JD McDonough.
Has he?
Because JD talked about him during the promo on NXT.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So
Brother.
Wes is no longer involved.
Then
Or
maybe
he's going
Trick
to be
cost
involved.
Ricochet the match out of protection because Triple H has been booking Ricochet kind of strong again now on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Paul wants to give you the version of Ricochet in which he looks the best. Vince saw him as a Rey Mysterio. There's only one guy that can do it like Rey. Also, remember, Ricochet's legacy kind of was teetering for a bit. Rey's legacy in Mexico looms so large over all of us that Rey was going to be... Rey could go on an 0-25 match win streak, and no one's going to care because he's Rey freaking Mysterio.
Ray could honestly retire right now and would be remembered for generations.
Rey could have done that 20 years
100%.
ago. That's how great Rey Mysterio was in Mexico.
Prediction.
Yeah, go ahead.
The A-Champ's gonna win.
Oh,
It's gonna
Prediction,
be-
Zach.
Oh, it's gonna be a hell of a match.
Oh, it's going to be the A-Champ all day long.
Prediction, Lil Sis.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be like the odd one out in this situation. I think Ricochet is gonna take this
Okay.
because I think with the way this is happening right now and with the SmackDown card kind of being a little full at the moment,
Yes.
I think Triple H still wants to do something with Ricochet that puts him in the spotlight. So I think he's going to give Ricochet at least somewhat of a short-lived
Okay.
North American Championship run, and I think
So Adolph
he's-
Ziggler when he won the NXT title.
sort of,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
something
All
like
right, there
that.
we
So
go.
I think
Philip, thanks for commenting. He loves your comment, by the way, sir. This is a win.
Yeah,
He
yeah, I
thought
mentioned
was
that
gonna be
earlier.
fun.
I know I said.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Phil.
So next match.
Yeah, next
Next match, and this next match I got in here, this is going to be great. It's for the unification of the tag team titles. We have the Creed brothers,
Yep.
Brooks and Jensen and Josh Briggs, and Gallus,
Gallus.
And pretty
Versus-
deadly.
and Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly has finally been shown to be the tag team in okay, Jesse, they've been in NXT 2.0 long enough. People get what they are. They're snarky. They're a little bit flamboyant because, again, in the UK, they don't care about that stuff as much.
Correct.
But they can go.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Pretty Deadly can go
And
all
this,
night.
And this is going to be
As
a,
they would
a
probably tell
fatal four-way tag team elimination match. So, of course, when your tag team partner gets pinned, you're out. Coming after Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes, this is a good one to come with it because, you know, Creed and Gallus, they're gonna beat the snot out of each other.
In this match, I'm gonna be honest with you. Someone's gonna get hurt
Oh,
because there's
God,
some
yes.
big ass hitters in this freaking match.
Oh yeah.
Pretty Deadly can get physical. Jesse,
Yes.
Jesse, you know, unlike most people, you watched NXT UK.
Oh yeah.
They were in some physical matches over there.
Listen. To be in the UK means to be in a strong style setting.
Yeah,
So yeah, you
we'll
get
get to
hit
that
hard.
in the women's match.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, 4 teams. Is everyone gonna pick a team, or does everybody, or like, who do you guys think?
God, it is so tough.
You first, Leroy.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to help me, Clara? Okay, we're gonna pick. What do you think? The Creed brothers, Brooks and Jensen, Gallows, or Pretty Deadly? What do you think? Think the Creed brothers? Creed. Okay, me and Clara are going
You
with
got
the Creed
Creeds?
brothers.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm not kidding you. I think
Why?
it's gonna be Gallus.
Okay.
Because Gallus, in my opinion, they were the longest reigning UK Tag Team Champions. They're all about making sure that the legacy of NXT UK stands. They would be great guys to be the final champions. And I know that Gallus is an NXT 2.0. They might be candidates for NXT Europe to start off their tag team division.
If they're not already on main roster.
Exactly.
Because that comes with a massive pay bump.
But before she goes, because like you said,
Yeah.
Triple H, 2 options. Come to NXT and get your shot at the main roster, but you have to live in the U.S., or you can come to NXT and at least keep working on our style until NXT. Because, again, NXT Europe has been such in the works that they have a lot of stuff set, but they can't get the stuff going until they close NXT UK.
Sure.
So, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. This is really hard.
Yeah.
Just because like every single one of these teams is
Booked pretty well.
very
Oh,
booked
God,
very well,
yes.
very talented. I'm just gonna come out and say it right now. I don't think the Creed brothers are gonna win this
Okay.
because I think with the Creed brothers are the team with Dynamite.
Dynamite,
yeah.
I think Roderick Strong is gonna find a way to screw this over for them.
Okay.
That's just me personally. In terms of the other three
Story-wise,
teams
it
here,
makes sense,
Yeah.
too.
in terms of the other 3 teams, I think it's a toss-up because all of them are booked very strongly. Brooks and Jensen is really strong. Pretty Deadly is very strong. I haven't seen much of Gallus personally, so I'm not entirely sure.
You're in for a
But-
treat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's going to hurt.
Them are big boys.
Even the smallest boy will still hit you hard.
Choke coffee will fuck you
If
up.
if I have to pick, I'm gonna go with Pretty Deadly on this one
They could sneak in.
If
They
I-
could sneak in and steal it.
because they're those two very intelligent. I definitely think that with the feud that they currently have going with Jensen and Briggs, I think Lash Legend has the potential to intervene and mess that up for them. So that's where I think this is
For
going.
those of you that don't know, this is not in the UK. This is going to be at the Performance Center
Yes.
in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. My only thing is
That's
that
not final.
Yes, it is.
But it will be in Orlando. So, because apparently they're looking at maybe seeing if they can get it at the same arena that the Magic play in.
Okay.
We'll know today.
Right, yeah.
We'll
All
know
right.
later today.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead. I'm sorry.
Just to finish it, I'm going to say Pretty Deadly,
Okay.
even though it's a toss-up with them, Gallus and Jensen and Briggs. I don't foresee the Creed brothers retaining.
They were also
That is just me
highly
personally.
rated tag team champions over in the UK
Sure.
as well before they came over.
Sure. I'm going to tell you who's not going to win.
Okay.
And the reason why.
Okay.
Because you mentioned Brooks and Jensen.
Yeah.
They're going up.
Okay.
They're going up.
Yeah.
So the rumor mill.
SmackDown's desperate for tag teams.
So the rumor mill is Triple H loves these
Does
two
Fallon
guys.
come with them?
Yes.
So for the first time now, this is almost breaking news. You're predicting that Triple H is actually going to promote a tag team
Yes.
with the female cohort
Yes.
because he hasn't done that before.
Right. So, because here's the thing.
Technically,
Well, I
if
want
I
to say he
may-
has. Go ahead.
If I may,
Yeah.
hit row.
Yeah, I was going to say.
She was not a wrestler. We all know that.
However, she's not a good one.
She's not a
admittedly.
wrestler, and we're sticking to that.
However,
B-Fab, I got nothing against you, hon, but please don't.
I just think that's a very good idea, personally.
So the rumor mill goes, this is their swan song,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and then after this week, you won't see them for a couple weeks, and then they're coming up.
Okay.
And they're coming up with. By the way, she's actually a decent wrestler. If you've actually watched AEW Dark and Dark Elevation, which is only like 12,000 of us that do.
Combined between two
Yeah,
shows.
yeah, yeah.
Combined.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
consistently.
And I'm one of the 12,000.
Yes.
Because I'm a weirdo and I love pro wrestling. But so they already took out.
Yeah.
I would not be shocked, and I'm going to agree with my boy El Presidente. I would not be shocked if it was Gallus. Now I know he ended up going with Creed because
Yeah.
especially after consulting with
I
his
said
very
Gallus,
lovely
by the
daughter.
way. I
Oh,
said
it was
Gallus.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Then me and you are on the same page.
Okay.
Woo!
Them Gallus boys
I-
hurt.
Yeah.
They can carry a division.
Yeah.
I was consulting with
And
my
it's
agent.
Mark.
That's right.
And it's
Yeah.
Mark and Wolfgang, so technically
Yes.
Joe is going to be at ringside.
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah,
Joe's not
so-
going to be in the match.
Well,
Interesting, okay.
Joe is the singles guy
Yeah.
out of the group.
However, I've watched some indie stuff of the Coffee Boys. They hurt. Mm-hmm. They are.
It's all
they are
strong
some
style,
mean-
man.
some
Like
boys.
boys is getting slapped. But I actually agree with your future wife and my little sister on the fact I don't think the Creed brothers are walking out with any gold
No.
at all.
Now
Yeah.
we move on.
Hang on,
to-
real quick,
Oh,
just
yeah, go ahead.
because, just to establish this, are we all pretty much in agreement that neither of the current tag team champions are going to
It's all
retain.
changing.
Yeah,
hands.
it's all changing.
Everything,
all
it's
yeah.
changing
Yeah,
hands.
it's all
Well, it's a
hands.
unification,
Yeah, it's
so yeah.
unification, so
There we go.
But anyway,
Okay.
now we move on to
Then the next
one of
one.
two. Yes, Tony, it's one of two women's matches on a pay-per-view.
Oh my God! You
This
can do
is
two of
the
them?
You can do two women's matches on a
Holy
premium live
shit.
event? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's insane.
All right. We
This
have
match will actually just be fun.
Yeah.
the unification match between the women's champion and NXT and
No,
the
we're
NXT.
not there yet. We're doing the tag
Tag
titles
team.
first.
Tag team.
Oh wait.
Tag
Oh,
titles
sorry.
first.
Bill, I
No
jumped
worries.
in. Sorry.
Sarah Chance,
Yes.
whose name I heard through a rumor mill might be coming back to a real name.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I heard something.
Her actual name rang better, but anyway, Leroy. I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
Leroy.
Please
Katana
continue.
Chance and Kaden Carter, the champions, against Dewdrop and Nikki ASH. And hey, can we get Dewdrop's name from UK?
No,
maybe?
I'm about to say she just needs to go back to being Viper.
Yeah.
But
I like it better as Viper. But hey,
Yeah.
I think that was interesting for them to pop
Piper.
down.
Actually, by the way, Jesse.
Huh?
Piper.
It was Piper.
Piper the Viper.
her actual name on the UK scene is Viper.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah,
I
okay,
want
yeah,
her
yeah.
to go back to
They'll
that.
probably start chanting that when she comes out.
Oh,
because
Are we saying that as like a possibility that she could do a mixed tag match with Randy Orton so they could both be the
Oh,
Vipers?
holy shit! That
Twin
would be great.
Vipers.
if his career isn't over,
yeah.
Oh,
that would be great.
yeah.
That'd be kind of
But
fun.
anyway, not much to say on this match. It was kind of added because Nikki and Dewdrop were large parts of that scene.
Also,
for a
Nikki
while.
dropped the cape.
She did drop
Yeah,
the cape.
she switched
Um,
out her jacket.
It was
But-
very interesting
Yeah.
situation
Yeah.
with that cape.
But anyway, no, this match not a lot story wise because they kind of added it last minute, but it's gonna be fun. There's a lot of good wrestling in this match.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And nothing against these girls, but Jesse's been waiting. Jesse, the next match has arguably the most dangerous woman, and Allison finally saw some of her highlights from the women's classic. Allison's afraid of this woman.
We'll get there.
Do we have a prediction of who's going to
we
win
still have to
the
do a
tag
prediction.
match?
Honey,
Katana
we'll get
Chance
there.
and Katana and Kaden.
Retain.
I'm not calling her fucking Katana Chance anymore.
Casey and Kaden.
Ricochet's ex-girlfriend and Kaden Carter are going to retain their titles. I'm not
Yes.
even calling her real name.
I-
Ricochet's ex-girlfriend and Kaden Carter are going to retain. That's her new wrestling name. If I'm in that, if I'm in the storyboard with Triple H,
I think they're gonna
Ricochet's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
All right.
The tag team. You know what she is?
She should wear that shirt. She would be
She's-
over.
You know what kind of girl she is? She's a pocket-sized girl because she's little. You can fit in her pocket.
Yeah, she's like 5 foot, like
Nothing.
25 pounds.
I know.
Well,
That's
she was on American Ninja Warrior. You can't have body fat to do American Ninja Warrior.
No,
like-
you can't.
and she was awesome.
Like she could punch her out.
Allison could punch out Casey Catanzaro.
It's-
But she's
First
had
of
a
all,
pretty good chance.
I'm just gonna say this right now, just because it's too many syllables and I'm lazy. I'm calling this tag team Casey squared
There you go.
because I think that's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's
and-
fair.
And I'm lazy because again, that's too many syllables.
I never understood the name change for her.
It was
I
just
don't
like
know.
It was
Kate-
a real name. Vince pulled something out of a hat.
yeah, it was weird.
Let's do this.
Anyway,
Well,
Yeah,
by the way, that was my only problem. I don't care about you changing from her real name. The fuck was this? Katana? So
ain't
she's
Ja-
a Mortal Kombat character now.
She ain't Japanese.
Katana, yes. Finish her.
fatality.
All the old heads are gone. Go ahead, Allison.
Nikki ASH
Well,
and
2
Dewdrop
out
are
of 3, but
Yeah.
Nikki and Dewdrop are having a falling out right now. We've been seeing it on Raw for the past couple of weeks.
True.
It's not going well. I think this is very similarly to what we talked about with the other match that I don't remember because my short-term memory is garbage. I think this is going to lead to this tag team finally breaking up. Because
I hope so.
yeah.
Yeah.
because, well, for one, Dewdrop has kind of, in my opinion, been a little underrated since she's
Oh,
moved
yeah.
to the main roster.
Yeah.
Because
You
I
haven't
think
seen
she-
her UK stuff.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Oh,
She's
I
been
know. I've
very,
seen 'em, man.
she's
She's
been very
awesome.
underutilized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nikki needs to go back to being Nikki Cross.
I
That's-
agree.
That's just
But
Nikki was.
remember, this is the part nobody wants to remember. This was her gimmick choice.
And I.
Yeah.
And I
so
understand
Triple H would
that.
have to convince her.
Allison, pause for a second. I don't give a fuck, Zach.
That's fair.
Sometimes an idea is bad.
All right. All right.
Sometimes, like,
Yes.
to me, that's the best part of Triple H. Sometimes an idea just sucks.
Okay, and then in that same breath,
I love you still.
okay. Almost a superhero. It wasn't booked correctly.
No, it was not.
It was bad.
I agree.
If you really wanted to make the almost a superhero thing work, She should have been able to stay maybe as Raw Women's Champion a little bit
For
longer.
more than 2 months.
I would have put her up against Alexa Bliss back when Alexa Bliss was still kind of under
Sure,
the Fiend's control because
sure.
that's a storyline of like a superhero beating a villain.
Yes.
In my brain, that makes sense.
Instead, they made them tag team.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
like it's
You could have also, quote unquote. I mean, he's there working for you. You could have had Shane Gregory Helms take off, put the mask on that he's probably got in his trunk anyway.
Right, and
Yeah.
she would have been a superhero in training. There's a lot of
Yeah,
fun
she
things they
would've
could
been
have
a
done.
shit.
Yeah.
A new shit?
Good job. Good job. That
Hey,
was pretty
that
good.
shirt was on national television
That was pretty
for a
good.
lot of weeks.
That was,
And you come up
that
and you
was
say,
pretty
"What's
good.
up with that?" You know, it's like,
That
And
was
now
pretty
we
good.
move on to the match that Mandy Rose should probably just not be a part of.
Mandy Rose, Blair Davenport, and
Miko Satomura. Hey, listen.
oh my god, This-
Mandy, she's improved.
She
Like,
has-
I'm on her side.
oh,
Yep.
dude, tenfold.
Oh yeah,
She's been incredible in NXT.
but a hype message from Shayna might not help.
So let me help you, Mandy. Just still show up. It's going to be better for your physical future, your ability to remember life in the next 24 hours.
you don't want to hurt that beautiful face, man.
Because one thing I will give Blair,
Miko Satomura doesn't care about who you are, gender or otherwise. She will make sure
she hits harder. She hits harder than the King himself, who she's been seeing. But yeah, if you don't show up, right, you and Dolph will still remember each other.
Yeah.
Right, you can still be in love.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be champion anymore, but you'll still have your health. Bea Priestley's crazy, so let her take the beating. Why would you take the beating? Like, spare yourself from the fact that Triple H is probably paying this woman a lot of money to come to NXT, and you're going to get your ass whooped.
Okay,
Because she
if
was
I
a name
may.
you did not think was going to leave Japan.
No.
I'm going to interject
No,
here for a
I-
minute.
Go ahead.
I think that's why Mandy Rose is going to take this.
oh really?
I'm gonna listen. I know this is a hot take, Jesse. Jesse,
the headphones are off.
Sit,
Oh,
Go ahead.
damn.
Go ahead.
sit the
go
fuck
ahead.
back down,
Go ahead.
because
This is not a White Castle.
Mandy has proven
Oh, I don't want no burgers.
throughout her
Hey.
entire championship reign
No sliders, man.
that she
All right.
has the intelligence for this. So
Okay.
what I think is going to happen is Mandy Rose is going to find a way to manipulate this. Let Satomura and Davenport beat the fuck out of each other, and then I think she's going to come back in and rob it at the last second. That is how I think this is going to play out. Because, and if I may, to make Jesse a little bit happier, I think both Satomura and Davenport are going to be pissed. They're going to compete to see who can go after Mandy. It's going to be Satomura, and then I think Satomura is going to just squash Mandy one-on-one. That's how I think this could
Okay.
personally go. If that's how I would book it. But genuinely, I think Mandy is going to find a way to cheat her way into winning this.
I wish I could have sat her down to watch NXT UK, to watch Stardom.
Dude, and I listen.
watch.
I'm not, dude. I've seen enough to know
Leroy and I
that
are
this woman
still
is a
here. We're just
monster.
making that clear.
okay.
Yeah, we're still here.
However,
We're just playing
Mandy
paper
Rose
football now 'cause we have
is
nothing else
proven
to
to
do.
be a much smarter competitor in NXT. Her in-ring intelligence and overall has been a vast improvement. I think she's gonna find a way to pull this out of her ass.
You know who was
by
a
just,
pretty
like,
smart champion,
sneaking
a
out.
women's champion in NXT UK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley. Was pretty
enough.
smart.
Yeah.
Didn't fucking help her.
No.
You know who else is pretty goddamn smart over there? Tony Storm. Woo! Didn't fucking help her.
She'll be champion by Sunday.
Well, that's because she's in a company where she's probably the only legitimate woman outside of Athena to be champion and Jade. But, and we'll get to AEW here in a moment.
And
Yeah.
they have no idea what the fuck they're doing there either. So.
I would like to agree with you.
No, dude, I
Let him
100%
finish.
get it.
Let him
There's
finish.
a very solid chance that I'm very wrong here, and
Let him finish.
Satomura
But
will just wipe the floor with both of them.
I want you to know, little sis,
Yeah.
this pretty girl who has been smart, number one, doesn't have her two tag team partners.
Fair enough.
Number two,
Unless.
Bea Priestley really don't want to fully take this ass whooping, so she's going to try to do the same thing.
Fair
so it's
enough.
not going to work out for either one of them.
Okay, fair enough.
And number three, Minoru Suzuki is scared of this woman. Minoru Suzuki is scared
He's the
of
guy
this
that beat up
woman.
Asuka.
Oh, yeah.
Because Asuka said,
That evil son of a bitch.
honey, this is Shoot, by the way. His tag team partner thought that he was slapping Asuka so hard that he broke
He
character.
broke
Slapped
character and
Minoru.
started fighting Minoru.
I'm gonna head out.
I don't see a world. By the way, actually, your story beats work. By the way, I don't see. Only reason I can't agree is because I don't see Triple H finding a way to beat Sakamura after he just got her here.
That's true. To
Okay.
get her onto the U.S.
All right,
soil.
I feel that.
Because-
Here's the deal. Jesse, if you would have asked him a week before everything went down, if you would have asked, actually, the week that everything went down, Jesse said on the show, if he gets Mego Satomura, holy shit. But if you would have asked Jesse the week that all these guys showed up, and then you would have asked him 24 hours later, how many people, like, who is on the list of people you don't think he's getting over? Jesse probably had Mako in the top 5.
Oh, should have been number 1.
Really? Okay.
Because I don't. He doesn't bring her over and let her lose. There's no chance in hell. Because she, like Asuka and Io, are 3 Japanese women that are very marketable. Kairi was marketable to kids, and of course she ended up getting hurt.
Yes.
With all the head injuries, but they were high on
Kairi
her
was the-
because the Pirate Princess stuff. I'm sure even Vince was like, you know what, this is very marketable to kids.
We could have used
so
it.
this can work very, very well. And of course they botched it at the
And
end.
just so
but
we don't make a full podcast out of this,
Mako Satomura's going to have
Jesse's
both
got
championships.
Mako.
Okay.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
I don't always bet on the Japanese women, but in this match I
That's
do.
fair. All right, so
I know it's a hot take. I will accept
No,
that.
no, no.
if
I
I'm
like
wrong.
the take, though. I like the take.
He
It's a
likes
very-
it.
it's very good.
There's just not a world that he lives in where his eyes have not witnessed what this woman is capable of.
The dangerous.
If I end up being right,
This is true.
Then
I'm gonna come for you.
I know you will. I know
Yeah.
you will, and I will be
Jesse's
prepared.
gonna owe both of us in this
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yeah.
You know where you'll be Sunday.
And now it is time for a main event that, folks, I'm sorry, Braun has been booked well. Braun has
yes.
has been a star. He's got everything that his dad didn't have charismatically.
Sure.
Physically, he's got his dad in him all
Right,
day.
right. The Steiners are just
And he,
beasts.
and he sounds like his uncle.
He does. But
weird.
folks, Tyler Bate is only 25 and at 19 was the inaugural NXT UK
And
champion.
here's the biggest thing. There's nothing left for Braun in NXT 2.0.
There really isn't.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
Like him going after Carmelo would feel like a downgrade at this point.
It would.
Yeah,
And nothing against
understandably.
Carmelo.
Which is
but like
who's
you
done a
said,
great job.
Yeah.
It would feel like a downgrade. Like when Johnny started doing that more, I'm like, okay, you just understandably don't want to go with Vince.
The way was a
main roster.
different thing for him.
Right. Well, but still, it just felt after a while. Just felt like, okay, this is you avoiding the main roster because you know what Vince is going to try
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
to do. So I, as soon as I saw Tyler Bate come out, I'm like, well, there's your next NXT champion.
Yes.
Because I've been calling, even before this pay-per-view, I've been calling the fact, and a lot of us who kind of go and find the sources and all that,
Yeah.
it's like he's got to be coming up soon. He's WWE built. He's got to be coming up
But
soon.
the fact is, you've had him since 19. 6 years? I've been with this girl for 6 years. Like, you know everything already.
Pete Dunne was only 17, I think, back then.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Dunne was 17 when they got him, and then when he won the UK title, he was only 23. So, I mean, Pete Dunne's been and by the way, Tyler Bate, really, really old school UK. By the way, Allison saw Charlie Dempsey. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Jesse, that was the holy shit moment that I texted you about. That was actually the holy shit moment I texted you about. It was not Carmelo and
Charlie Dempsey's a bad son of a bitch, dude.
yeah. But anyway, no, I think it's Tyler because, like Jesse said, what else is because this is my other thing. WWE has a style.
Yeah.
When a guy moves on from something and does not reference it at all, and which has been all of Braun's title defenses, I mean, he's literally just stop, start, stop, start. They got to have something else for this guy at this point. They have to.
Yeah.
So I've got Tyler only because they are going to use him to jumpstart 2.0. They're going to use him to jumpstart, which, by the way, folks, 2.0, the name is staying because Universal has that right to the name. So that's
Yeah, so they're not changing the name.
the name's not changing. The color scheme that Triple H has control over that.
Well, him and Sean both said that will change.
Yes. But anyway, no. I've got Tyler
Not as
only
bright.
because Tyler has faced, and nothing against Braun, he's faced bigger, badder, stronger, and guys who
Oh,
get a lot
yeah.
harder.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Leroy.
Prediction.
I'm still going to take Braun.
Okay.
I'm weird.
Okay.
I'll take Braun.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Now you and I have both have hot takes for this.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Allison.
I am in agreement that I don't think there's anything left for Braun Breaker to do in NXT. that is just me personally.
No,
I
I
don't
agree.
think anyone at this point. The only thing left that you could reasonably do to make him look good would be to bring down more main roster guys.
Right.
And that's really all that's left. I think Tyler's going to take this, and Braun's going to be brought up to the main roster for at least, hopefully, a decent run if he's booked correctly.
Oh
But
no! If they book him correctly, he'll be The Rock in about 4 years.
That's strong.
That's
That's strong.
That's ambitious at best.
I don't know if the
I love
Rock,
you,
but-
honey.
a
Babe.
60% John Cena.
Jim
yeah.
Cornette
Mm-hmm.
made a statement. Have we all forgotten the statement? The last guy they booked like this turned out to be Dwayne.
However,
Yeah, but Dwayne had charisma
Dwayne
on top of
took
charisma.
time. Dwayne took time.
Years.
Braun's going to take time. I think
Yeah.
Braun could potentially get to that level, but it's not going to be for a while.
That's fair.
And-
All right.
Yeah.
So just
All right.
pointing out, honey, do you want to be a part of the next thing, or we'll just run through it quick because that appointment of ours, by the way, is now set up.
AEW speed round. Let's
Ah,
go.
All right. So all out minus the diamond ring because it's held by somebody that Tony won't
Who
talk
cares?
about.
Ishii versus Kingston.
Yeah, that's in the. Yeah,
That's on the
Um,
pre-show.
they have 3 pre-show.
yeah.
Kingston.
Yeah, there's a pre-show match.
There's 3.
Ishii. What?
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
3 pre-show matches.
Triple H doesn't do pre-show anymore. Tony started.
So
doing
before
pre-shows.
you start running down the
is this
card,
free pre-show?
let me be very, very yes.
Yeah.
This is on
So
YouTube. Yeah,
It says on YouTube and Bleacher Report. Let me be very, very
I ain't
clear.
paying for Bleacher
Yeah.
Report.
2 titles online.
Number one, and I get they only do like 3 or 4 pay-per-views a year.
Yep.
This is the reason WWE does so many, at least once a month. Fucking 16 matches?
Yes.
17.
14.
14.
14.
14
What?
matches.
14 matches.
For fucking what? For a bunch of this shit you've barely built on fucking Dynamite.
That's an excellent
Yeah.
question.
You
I feel
barely
like
built
should-
it on Rampage.
I feel like you should probably DM Tony Khan on Twitter
I have a lot to say to Tony
and
Khan on
demand
Twitter.
to know
We-
why this pay-per-view is 5
we-
hours long.
We follow him on Twitter.
Number 2.
That's
I've
not
made-
enough.
I've made comments to him.
Here's
My-
the thing,
Number
though.
2,
My
the
number two-
Atlantic Championship's first defense in America is on the pre-show.
Pac and Kip Saban.
Excuse me for a
Wait,
second.
we didn't even declare predictions for this. Ishii
no,
versus
no.
Kingston.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Jesse's not
And
done.
We're gonna do predictions in just a second.
Yeah, just
Okay.
not done.
Did you say that again about the pack thing? Can you say
The
that again?
All Atlantic Championship's first defense on American soil will be on the pre-show.
Kids-
Free YouTube.
Kids in the other room, forgive me. Tony Khan's a fucking liar. He said this would never be defended in America. So now you're a goddamn liar on top of it. This dude is the fucking worst.
Sir.
Sorry about your ear, sweetie.
Sir.
Oh my
That's why I
god.
did
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Holy shit, dude.
We passed it. We're
Sorry.
at Canes now.
I'm going to have to ask you to order your Frosty and leave.
I need more than a Frosty after dealing with Tony Khan. I need some weed. I need like 6 burgers. I need a couple of fries. I need a major Frosty. I need a truck full of Frosty.
I need
dealing with this fucking idiot.
And-
Are you kidding me?
He needs exactly
needs-
263 nuggets.
But WWE fucking offends you. Are you kidding me?
He needs some special.
Save
powder
this for
from
Sunday. Save
needs-
this for
He needs some
Sunday.
And then the other match.
Tony
Yeah.
Spider.
So Hook can be featured on a pay-per-view, but you can't put Hook on fucking Dynamite.
And he's
Yep. For a
Angelo-
championship that doesn't count.
Angelo Parker with the FT.
For
You
a
know what?
For a
Now I'm going. Now I'm getting on fucking your boy Jim Cornette. Stop giving him a pass. This is bullshit. If this was Vince, we would all be like, "Man, this is bullshit. What the fuck is he doing? This is bullshit,
Oh, he doesn't
dude."
give Tony a pass.
But he did give him a pass about this. Because he
Well,
was like, well, he kind of does probably only feature him on the show that no one really watches.
Well, that was sarcastic in saying the fact that why Hook is busy working with nobodies and he's already better than half of the guys on Dynamite.
Hook is the only one who's actually been working the way a young wrestler should work within a company.
Yeah.
And yet no one fucking sees it unless you're a hardcore fan like me. And I don't mean a hardcore fan of AEW because, God, I'm not that stupid.
Just a wrestling fan. Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry, a sports entertainment fan.
I'm a wrestling
Jericho and
fan.
Danielson start off the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, WWE took another shot. This is how you know Vince ain't running the company no more.
oh, Triple H's interview?
No, it was they put out a tweet
Oh, yeah.
the other
Oh,
day,
yeah.
and it just said
Just
wrestling.
Yep.
with a period.
And so a lot of people did
let's
the
see
meme.
here.
We'll
with
talk
Peter
about the
Griffin.
Triple H interview
I
on
don't-
Sunday. But anyway,
Yeah.
so all right, so
I'll
Ishii
put that on the
Kingston. Sadly, I think this is going to be a bad match just because I don't know if Kingston can work with Ishii.
I'm about to say you guys
Yeah.
can put your headphones back on. I just
Ishii's gonna win.
Oh, God,
You got
man.
Ishii.
I'm gonna give it to Ishii.
Pac's going to wipe
Pac's
the floor
gonna
with
win.
Sabian.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hook's gonna
I think it'll be a great match for Pac.
Well, yeah, because they've worked together before.
Yeah.
win. Pac's gonna
Hook's gonna. All right, is that part?
Hook is gonna whoop Angelo Parker's
Hook's
ass.
gonna be out there for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't work by the hour.
He's Brock Lesnar, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danielson is probably going to beat Jericho. This is going to be Daniel Garcia's entrance into the BCC.
win. Okay. Yeah.
Storm, we already know, is winning because Tony
we-
Khan does not change his plans,
For
even
the-
if the rest of the world figures it out.
Stop.
for the interim AEW championship, women's championship, because Tony Khan loves interim champ. You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, hang on.
Your
I
real
have
world
a
champion's
question.
out
Hold on.
forever.
I have a question
Yes.
because I'm a dumbass. What's the difference between a champion and an interim champion?
Okay, let me explain. So in boxing,
yes.
there are let's say there is a heavyweight champion.
He's
the
going to
heavyweight
attempt
champ-
to explain the stupid.
Yeah. The heavyweight
That's hard,
champion gets injured and or cannot come in for visa reasons, whatever, cannot defend the belt at the time that the contract states, because the contract in boxing states you must defend the title at certain points.
Okay, hang on. I'm a dumbass. Use smaller words.
The interim champion is the champion who is
Dumber.
acting who is the quote acting champion.
Make
while
it
the real
sound dumber.
champion- Wrong show. Wrong podcast.
No. This
Wrong
is the right.
podcast.
This is the right show.
Yeah. No.
We're a right
Okay.
show.
No,
we're
no.
we're a smarter podcast.
It's a different joke from a different
hang
podcast.
on. No, hang on. I think I get it. Real champion can't make it. Interim champion, acting champion, till real champion get back.
Basically, yeah.
Uh-huh. And
So let me be clear.
Sorry,
that-
Mark, we stole the bit.
So I want to be clear to everyone
This is-
in the world that my man survived brain cancer and he's very smart. Love the shit out of Zach.
I don't know. He's very smart. He's smart.
I don't care how much you love this woman. You can't explain stupid.
I can explain interim versus regular, but I can't explain this match.
You could have been a lawyer in this life. There's a lot of things you could have done. You're a fucking intelligent man. He is.
Yeah.
He's very intelligent. He's very bright. He's very compassionate. You can't explain fucking dumb. This is dumb. This is fucking dumb. You're not New Japan. This is not real. You're fucking stupid. There's no... Thunder Rosa can't do a stripper of the fucking championship. What are we doing? This is stupid.
She wasn't even a good champ.
Well, she's all right.
No, she was bad.
Okay, she was.
My
booked
predictions,
horribly.
real quick.
Yep.
Tony
Danielson will win,
Yeah.
Garcia comes into the BCC.
and Hikaru Shida's going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're gonna give it back to
Uh-huh.
Hikaru.
They're going to put it back on Shida.
Okay.
I give it Tony.
Um,
I'm going for Tony.
Are we about to witness Malachi's last match in a while?
Hopefully.
Maybe.
He asked
But-
for his release.
but-
It was
but-
denied
But why is the House of Black going against Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro?
because
Just to get
Brody
him on
King
the
and Darby
pay-per-view?
Allin technically killed each
Just
other.
to put him on the pay-per-view?
They've been feuding for a fucking 3 months now,
About
something
3
like
months,
that.
yeah. And Miro got thrown in here because they had to bring him back.
Okay.
I think it's finally time to beat Jade Cargill. Please beat Jade Cargill.
I think so too. Definitely.
love
She's
Give it to
God.
Athena.
Please, for the love of God.
You've got Christian winning this, Jesse, versus Jungle Boy.
Their first match.
You thought that Christian was going to win this on
I
the
think
last
Christian
show?
is going to
Okay.
win this. yeah.
Don't know why, because they'll have nothing to do with
Weird-
their baby face.
Christian Cage.
Weird side note, just because I'm a horny bitch. Christian Cage looks great in a turtleneck and a blazer. I'm just going to put that out there.
He's made a great heel.
He's also single now. Anyway.
Wait, actually!
Anyway.
Oh wow, you're screwed.
Finn. We did the list on the show. Finn,
Yes.
Sheamus, Becky, friggin' the dude from Scotland who played Doctor Who,
Oh my God, really?
David Tennant.
David Tennant,
Yeah, there you go,
and
yeah.
What's wrong with David
and
Tennant?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Hang on, you're forgetting
Oh,
Tom
then-
Hiddleston. You're forgetting
Yeah.
Ludwig
No, we said
Kaiser.
That's what this has become.
You're forgetting Lacey Evans.
Okay.
I'm not even top 15 on the list. Get over it.
Daniel Bruhl.
The list gets worse and worse for you, buddy.
It really does.
It really does.
Sadly,
Are you in at least the top 20? I hope.
no.
Oh, fuck.
Sadly,
Wow.
they're gonna beat the Pinnacle, and I don't know why.
You think so?
Who's the Pinnacle? Who's the Pinnacle? What?
Go back.
I don't watch AEW.
Go back. Go back.
Where the heck
Go
are
back.
you at?
Okay, he's talking about Warlow and FTR.
They're going to beat
Oh,
them.
No, they won't.
Okay.
Really?
No, they won't.
Really?
I think Jay Lethal's going to
Even
lose
with the
his
Motor
match.
City Machine Guns
Yeah.
coming. Okay. All right.
I don't
so-
think because I don't
Okay.
think MCG is going to lose.
We're gonna
their
get
match
going a
here.
little quicker. I think I have the next match being Jesse. Call me crazy. I've got Roosh winning, or Andre El Idolo, or it's gonna be the guy that they haven't announced yet because that guy always
The
wins.
Joker
Okay, hang on.
in the casino.
Is that actually how you pronounce his name? Roosh?
No,
Yes, it's
no,
Roosh.
no. It is Le Rouge.
It is Le
Le
Rouge,
Rouge.
but they only
It's-
call him Rouge in AEW.
It's Rush.
No, it's
The
Rouge.
word is Rush.
But it's
But
it's
he's
pronounced.
He's a man of
Rouge.
finesse. He's a man of regalness.
Then spell it the way a Frenchman would. Don't just put like
He's from
the
Mexico.
band name or
He's
Spanish.
from Mexico.
He's from-
Fine.
he's from
make
Mexico.
It, make it fancy. Find a way to make it fancy. Don't just put Rush.
Can we put that 2 dots over the U with
the
that
acclaimed
manner?
is
Yeah,
all right,
the
we gotta wrap this up. We have an appointment to get to. The acclaimed is losing, even though Jesse's like at this point, why are all the black people
Who
working with black
cares?
people?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Starks
agree with that.
and Hobbs.
Should be a great match though.
yeah, Starks and Hobbs. I don't know. Probably Hobbs.
I got Hobbs winning.
I got
Hobbs
Hobbs
on that.
We all know the Elite's winning. We're not talking about this match. We know they're winning. No one
Yeah,
cares.
'cause
The
they're-
other team is going to be absolute dog shit. We know this. And I think Jesse, Jesse? We'll talk about the build up for the match
Oh
because
my
that was really awkward on Dynamite. But it was
There
also
was
bad.
a build-up?
It was awful. Like,
I-
the worst championship build in 20 years. But I've got sadly Punk winning this back. I don't know why.
I got Moxley retaining.
In Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leroy? Mox?
Well, it's not. I'm gonna give it to CM Punk because they're not WWE. Because
Hang on, if I may.
Punk is gonna
Yeah,
lose.
no, please.
If I may.
He's not gonna.
I know you guys are probably going to talk about this on Sunday.
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Khan is slowly turning into Vince. We're all seeing it. It's
Slowly.
going to be.
It's
gonna-
happened in the last week.
He's going to make CM Punk lose in Chicago, and it's going to be John Moxley.
Okay. No,
He's gonna lose in his hometown.
She's not wrong with anything she said, technically.
Yeah.
All right. We'd like to thank all the people that were actually in the chat and were actually watching.
Yes.
We appreciate the views. And you know what? If you like stuff like this, we definitely will do it more in the future.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And actually, starting on this upcoming Sunday, there will be a schedule. We will be going live every Sunday now when we're doing the podcast.
Yep.
So
Okay.
tune in.
We appreciate all of you, and we will see you guys Sunday.
Bye bye.